Eustorgio, the child's grandfather, and her father-in-law first called police to the Kyle, Texas residence where Villanueva lived with her daughter, her husband, and her parents-in-law. According to Eustorgio, he fled the trailer running for his life after his daughter-in-law attacked him from behind, stabbing him in the back and head with no previous warning. The SWAT officers and crisis negotiators were dispatched to the residence a few minutes after Arellano called the authorities and law enforcement, reporting that his daughter-in-law, Giovanna Hernandez, was still in there with Villanueva. As police surrounded the house prepared for a potential hostage situation that would require them to encircle a house perimeter and stay alert, Villanueva called the emergency services from inside the trailer and told the dispatcher that she had accidentally killed her own daughter. Why did she do that? It's simple. Villanueva killed her own child because she asked for cereal. The murderous mother had the nerves to also admit it to stabbing her father-in-law, Arellano, according to the district attorney's office report. After the SWAT learned that the child may have been severely injured, if not killed, the officers forced entry into the house, only to be horrified at their finding. I've been in this line of work for over 43 years, 11 years as a homicide detective, Hays County Sheriff Gary Cutler said. This is one of the worst cases I've ever seen and been a part of. It's very sad. Villanueva, our criminal who claims to be clinically insane, was found in the front room, straight out of a shower, and also completely nude. The little Giovanna Hernandez's body was found in one of the bedrooms. The young child died of the severe injuries her mother caused. She had suffered multiple stab wounds and had her head decapitated. Villanueva was arrested and taken into custody. After preliminary tests, she was found to have both alcohol and marijuana in her system. The defense attorneys alleged that the reason for her ill actions are because the suspect genuinely believed that her daughter and her father-in-law had been replaced by clones and had to be killed to bring back her real family members. Because of the state of delirium she was in due to the alcohol and marijuana in her system, according to a release from the Hays County District Attorney's Office. Villanueva's defense presented evidence that she had been previously treated for mental health problems, in an attempt to persuade the jurors not to find her guilty, blaming it all on her insanity. The prosecution pointed out that all such treatment coincided with prior drug abuse, and that the symptoms described by Ms. Villanueva at trial had never been observed in her prior to or after her arrest. Upon further cross-examination, the defendant's psychiatric expert also admitted that marijuana use can have an exacerbating effect on existing mental conditions and can even interfere with treatment. The jurors categorically rejected the insanity defense and returned a guilty verdict. She underwent a 2-week trial for her horrendous crimes, after which she was convicted of capital murder of a child under 10 in addition to aggravated assault with a deadly weapon for both of her crimes, killing her child and attacking her father-in-law. She was sentenced to life in prison without the single chance of parole for her daughter's death. She also was sentenced to an extra 20 years behind bars for the attack on her father-in-law with a deadly weapon. A case like this leaves an unforgettable mark on everyone involved, especially the child's family, Hays County District Attorney Wes Mao said. Every law enforcement member who worked on this case will forever be traumatized by what Ms. Villanueva did to her innocent daughter. I commend all the investigators and officers who endured this horror with calm professionalism so that justice could be done. This was definitely one terrifying story about an odd mother. A mother is supposed to be the source of care and love, a safe haven from the monstrosity of the world, not the source of danger and terror, and definitely not one that would end the life of a helpless child for no reason other than asking for cereal. People shouldn't get married or have kids unless they're mentally fit as well. The world already has enough broken children and lost cases due to toxic parents who ruin their childhood. Unless you are sure you can provide your child with both physical and affectionate needs, don't consider giving birth at all. Bringing a child to the world, bringing a new life is a great responsibility that should not be taken lightly. We sincerely hope that this heartbreaking and shocking story leaves a tangible effect on everyone involved and everyone who reads or hears of it. Drugs, unlike what is commonly said about them, are not victimless. Using drugs doesn't only affect the one injecting them to the system, but can also have lethal effects on those around as well, just like what happened to little Gabriella. who's done nothing wrong but be born to a drug-addicted mother, who put getting high above her own child's well-being. Even the least nefast drug, marijuana, can exacerbate existing mental conditions and annihilate the effect of medicine. Whether it is a popular opinion or not, this remains a confirmed fact, one that was also acknowledged by many psychiatrists, including the one who oversaw Villanueva. Sadly enough, in most cases, the user does not fully realize the danger their drug use includes until it's too late.